It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Monday, February 11th, 2019. It is 7 a.m.
Live from Mountain Home, it's Down on the Corner.
Mr. Excitement,
live from
even
Mountain
drinking my
Home.
coffee.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Well, it's still raining out there. I think it rained all night.
Yeah,
It did rain all night.
I think it rained all night.
It is a mess out there.
At least it's not snowing, and it's not ice, and it's not sleet.
Well, you know how there's always a run on milk and bread
Yeah.
when the snow's coming? Went to Walmart yesterday, there was a run on Flex Seal.
Flex Seal. That makes sense.
Well,
I got something that's going to surprise you.
Oh,
though.
be careful.
When we get,
Don't
when
load
we
us
get
up.
To weather.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not loading you up.
Okay.
Could be a stinky situation.
I'm scared. Anyway, welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoff, your host, along with Bob Recktenwald and Scooter Callis, and hope your Monday morning's off to a good start. And I'm enjoying Brood Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing. Check them out. 3 locations to serve you, as you heard in the introduction. Balmer Boulevard, which is going to be busy here in the next 45 minutes. Kids and faculty going to school there at Mountain Home High School. We got Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness. 3 locations to serve you, the best coffee in town. Brood Awakening. Mike and his staff do a fantastic job. Check them out. And about time for another cinnamon roll this week, ain't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I like those cinnamon rolls. Those
Check
are
out
big.
the cinnamon rolls and all.
Did you eat yours?
You never gave me one.
Didn't you?
He didn't come in that day.
I did. You offered it to Hillary.
But no, Hillary had his, and the other was
Yeah,
sitting here.
it was
We
for
even
you.
offered it to Gil, and Gil didn't take it, so I took it home and ate it.
There was one here for Hillary.
I
There
had
was one in front of your face.
and there was one sitting right here.
And then there was one down there on top of your laptop case.
How'd you get down there? Did you hide it?
I didn't.
But
hide
y'all
it.
did
I
not
didn't.
offer me one, so therefore, no, sir. I have yet to have one.
We can't have that.
Sad situation here.
Apparently, we can.
And we did.
And
Shall
you
we move
did.
on?
So, there.
We're moving on.
You two having a spat.
That's,
I'm just trying not to
Brood
rub the
Awakening
wrong
coffee. The
yeah,
best coffee
he
in
didn't
town.
want to head the wrong direction.
Time out. I got to get through this. I got 15 minutes.
I'll donate some of my time like they do in Congress. You know, I'll yield some of my time to you if you'd like.
Anyway, check out Brood Awakening
So you
Coffee.
really better
3
watch it.
locations. 3 locations to serve you. The best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, just drinking muddy water. Check
There
them
you
out.
go. There you go.
You betcha. Roller Funeral Homes across the state and right here in Mountain Home, Arkansas, bringing morning prayer each and every day across the state. 29 Roller Funeral Homes to serve you, with one in Memphis, Tennessee, and right here in Mountain Home. Very professional, very caring, very loving, and very helpful. Whether it's an emergency situation or an anticipated passing of a loved one after a health issue, they will step in and help, and you'll be amazed at how well it goes. So check out Roller Funeral Homes pre-planned today. Talk to Bruce or Charlotte down there and give them a call. Roller Funeral Homes across the state and right here in Mountain Home. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, how will people know the love of God if we fail to tell them or to show them? Some non-Christians call Christians hypocrites or psychos or other colorful names. But Lord, no doubt our churches have let us down. So many are stuck to one way of doing things, they fail to generate interest to the young people. So much has changed even since the year 2000, yet we worship like it's 1961. Lord, I pray you give our houses of worship, your church, new ideas and new programs of worshiping God. God hasn't changed, and God's message hasn't changed. It's still the same. We've changed. I pray you bless our churches, and that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes here in Arkansas, here in Mountain Home, and across the state of Arkansas. Bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. Did you talk to your client about that we are covering the pre-planned stuff now?
I don't have to. She watches every day.
No, no.
Well, there you go. Now,
Words of wisdom, and we thank her. And now, the morning weather with that trumpet.
And careful. Just be careful. We want the upper lobe.
Morning weather brought to you by Old Time
I'm
Restaurant
not
on the
feeling
Square
the love
Mountain.
here at all.
We wanted to go to commercial early. Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square Mountain. Today is chicken fried steak day.
That's what away.
You
Brought a
got it.
suitcase.
Oh, hey, dude.
It's your favorite day, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Love the chicken
I
fried
know
steak.
you love that chicken fried steak.
Mashed potatoes and okra.
I get it in a sandwich. I like it in a sandwich.
Oh,
You had
that'd
it
be
in a
good, too.
sandwich.
Yeah,
It's really
that'd
good.
be good,
Chicken fried
yeah.
steak sandwich.
What's the breakfast special?
Chicken fried steak, 2 eggs, hash browns, biscuit and gravy, all for $6.88. Or for lunch, you got chicken fried steak. Comes with 2 sides, roller cornbread, also $6.88. Or try one of their homemade pies. They got some wonderful pies.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Was down there Saturday morning. A lot of fun. You know, kind of drizzly, rainy. It's just like going back to Grandma's house. Come on in, sit wherever you like, and have a nice breakfast and plenty of coffee and whatever, you know.
Forget
Good
about
folks
your
coming
day
in.
and enjoy your meal.
You bet. A lot of fun. Old Time Restaurant on the Square at Mountain Home. Yeah, you hear that up there?
Hear the rain.
Yeah, raise the microphone up, you can hear better. Right now in Mountain Home, we are at
Wet. We are wet.
Wet. 40 degrees in Mountain Home in Harrison, 43 at Hardy, 41 at Mountain View, 40 in Yellowville, 41 at Marshall, 40 at Calico Rock around the region. St. Louis checking in at 34, while Poplar Bluffs at 41. Branson at 39 and West Plains at 39. And Watford City's warmed up quite a bit. They're at -2.
Sweet.
Yeah, heat wave up there.
Kind of wish it was -2 here.
No, you don't. Hush. Will you turn his mic off? He's -2 with all this rain.
That'd be awesome.
It'd be late May
It'd be
before we
butt deep
thaw it
to
out.
giraffe.
On the radar, we have a lot of rain.
No
Stretches-
Charmin required.
When he gets like this, we just swat him with a rolled-up newspaper. From Texas to Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, parts of Louisiana, goes up into possibly northwest Mississippi, Tennessee, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, on out into the Virginias, part of North Carolina. A lot of rain, and I think you'll see in a minute we've got a lot of rain in store for the rest of the day and tomorrow. The Little Rock radar here, we do have some flood watch boxes here from Batesville over to the Mississippi River. This is affecting every highway basically except I-30 down on Texarkana. So if you're traveling in Arkansas, it's pretty much a rainy day across the entire state. Put this in motion so we can see the direction of travel. A little bit east-northeast here, and so we're going to be in for some shower activity throughout the day. Let me back this up and see how far back it goes into Oklahoma. I'm going to go back to that Tulsa stop and see what we've got back there, because a lot of this is going to be affected. Now this is from Mountain Home all the way back to about McAllister, Oklahoma, back into Tulsa area, so you can see a lot of rain between here and Oklahoma, and so it looks like a rainy day here. Checking the St. Louis stop. Oh, really? City of St. Louis not getting much, so it's all south of St. Louis, from Rolla down to Lesterville to Poplar Bluff over to Mount Vernon, Illinois. Columbia, Missouri on I-70 into St. Louis, a little bit of rain activity right there. I-70 east of St. Louis towards Vandalia, Effingham, just light rain. I-64 east St. Louis, Illinois towards Mount Vernon, light showers right now. The heavier showers right now, I-55 Sykeston, Cape Girardeau on into St. Louis. Now we'll go to southwest Missouri. I bet we find some colorful things here. It's raining in southwest Missouri. That's weird. Springfield's not got it. Let me back up. I'm going to look at Springfield here. That's weird. I hit the Joplin area.
You're all
There we go.
all over the
We're
place.
all over. I'm trying to track this rain from Joplin to Springfield to Fayetteville to Branson. You can see the area in Mountain Home right there, all the way up to I-70. Kansas City with shower activity on I-70 towards Columbia. Highway 13 and 7, Springfield, Missouri, I-49 all the way going up to Kansas City. And so just a wet day in Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. On the forecast map, you can see, well, we've got some red areas here, so we got a flood watch. I'm going to hit the Arkansas stop here again and see exactly. We have a flood warning for this portion of Arkansas in red. The dark green you're picking up as a flood watch includes Baxter County, Marion County. So from Marion County east all the way down into Little Rock, Hot Springs, Conway, and then the red boxes here is a flash flood warning. This is along the White River Basin here, Current River, Black River, places like that. It's going to be a lot of rain in those rivers right now. Back this up, hit that national map. You can see northern Missouri, Iowa, Wisconsin with some freezing precip, winter storm warning there. And it's still cold up north, New England area with some winter weather advisories. The 7-day forecast for today, now until 12 a.m. on Tuesday. So all the way through to midnight tonight, a flood watch. Then today, 90% chance throughout the day, 70% chance tonight. And then tomorrow becoming sunny with a high of 47. Tuesday night, clear skies, low of 29, then a high of 59 on Wednesday. There's your spring day coming up right there. And Wednesday night, a low of 42. Thursday, 30% chance of showers with a high of 62, a low of 42 up there. There you go. Yeah. Let's see
and
if
then snow next
past.
week.
No,
Yeah, I'm gonna go over some of that because it doesn't show at all.
Really, what do you got? You got an almanac there?
Starting on Sunday, this is weather.com. Actually, Saturday night now. Saturday night, snow showers late. Sunday, AM snow showers. Sunday night, snow showers. Monday, snow showers. Monday night, snow showers.
What's this, the Weather
The
Channel?
next week.
Yeah. And
Yeah, they're
this
looking
will
for
be the
ratings.
following week. And then Wednesday,
That's the
snow
week of the
showers
18th,
late.
right?
Thursday, rain and snow. Thursday night, snow. Friday, rain and snow. Friday night, rain and snow.
For what city?
Mountain Home. Not this
Idaho?
next week.
That's the week of the 18th.
The week of the 18th. They're showing
That's-
for snow almost every day.
To his birthday, the 24th.
Now here's what the National
Yeah,
Weather Service is saying. They're saying partly sunny, high near 45 on Friday.
You're
low-
talking about next week.
No, this Friday,
Oh.
15th. The 15th. The 15th.
Yeah.
Right here, February 15th.
Yeah.
Partly sunny, high near 45. Friday night, low around 21. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 42. Saturday night, low of 25. Sunday, 20% chance of rain, partly sunny, high near 42. That's National Weather Service.
That's where the snow starts
That's where it starts.
On
From
Sunday.
there on.
on Saturday and Sunday.
It's going to be hard to snow when it's 42 degrees out there.
I'm seeing
see.
snow here in May, dude.
Oh, yeah. And of course, the drought monitor is a moot point right now, but it was updated last week, and there's no drought situations in Arkansas and Missouri. I drive Arkansas.
Maybe a drought on Flint Hill.
Let's see what we got here. We have the flood watch boxes out. Let's see, we've got some problems here. We've had some high water. Jackson County Highway 37 with some high water. Same thing there. Highway 37 experiencing some problems there. Lawrence County high water on Highway 117. Bates will be the Highway 69 culvert failure. It's taking a while to get that fixed. In Russellville, we have an accident, mile marker 90.5 on I-40. Other than that, the route conditions are good, just wet. In Missouri, we have some high water. We better check this along Highway 160. This is Route K, that's a county road. Some flooding there on Route K, which is a county road off of Highway 160. There's one in Route H southbound due to flooding. So we do have some flooding on the county roads in extreme southern Missouri right now. So if you're traveling to Missouri, whether going to Springfield, Kansas City, or the St. Louis area, or especially over towards Poplar Bluff, be careful, because that southeast Missouri area, man, it can flood easy. Highway 142 is subject to that. Not so much on 160 and Highway 60, but 142 and some of those areas over there can flood really easy. Okay, what was that surprise you're going to give us?
That was it, the weather. I was talking
that
about
phony
snow.
forecast?
Yeah.
It sounds like the Weather Channel's looking for some ratings.
We'll see.
We'll see. Anyway, morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 870-741-2883. Need to pull this up on the email before I forget it. On Saturday, March 16th, not February, but March. Saturday, March 16th, Movie in the Park, sponsored by Mountain Parks and Recreation, take place at the LC Salmon Juice Center. Starts at 7:30 p.m., includes inflatables in the gym. Movie Smallfoot will begin at dark. Movie in the Park is open to the entire community. Free admission and activities, along with complimentary popcorn. Other concessions will be available. Don't forget about the chili supper for the Mountain Home High School French Club. Takes place on the 22nd, which is a week from Friday, at Century 21 Lemac Real Estate across from McDonald's. Come and enjoy a bowl of chili, dessert, water for $5. Proceeds help them raise money for their summer 2020 trip to Quebec.
It's a fun trip.
Is it?
My daughter took that. It was a fun trip.
A lot of fun. A spaghetti dinner fundraiser for the Mountain Home Christian Academy Junior High. They're going to Kentucky to the Ark Encounter. This takes place on Monday, March 4th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. This is a drop-in. The location is Mountain Home Bible Church at 145 Pioneer Trail. Donations are welcome. Don't leave a quarter, leave some decent money. You know, they got to raise some money here. The triple enforce the knowledge that science may change, but God's word remains the truth. Mountain Home Christian Academy. If you need more information, 424-6622. We all got community calendar-wise. You got some stuff?
I got sports stuff, but we'll talk about it during the sports
All right, well, I guess
segment.
it's break time.
All right.
And community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 870-741-2883. Time for a quick break. Bob Recktenwald Sports coming up.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with a pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our roll burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
It's that time of year again. Time to take a hard look at your Medicare health plan. If you're looking for a new plan or looking to renew your existing plan, now's the time to renew all your options. At VACO Insurance, we'll sit down with you and show you all the new choices and options, including $0 premium plans with low copays and dental, vision, and hearing benefits. Let us help take the confusion out of selecting a plan and find one catered to your needs. Contact VACO Insurance today, located at 351 East 9th Street, Suite B in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
$7.19. How about some sports?
It's Monday.
We got Bob Recktenwald.
Easy, big boy.
Hey, real quick,
strain yourself.
I just popped this up on MoDOT, Highway 142, just outside of Bakersfield, Missouri. If you're going up on 101 and then east on 142, it's closed due to high water on east and westbound lanes. So just east of Bakersfield, Missouri, Highway 142 closed right now due to high water.
Closed.
Yep. Be careful.
Did either of you watch any of the new AAF, American Alliance of American Football?
Nope.
I watched parts of 2 games. I watched some on Saturday night, some on Sunday, and it's old-fashioned. It's old-fashioned smash mouth football.
All right.
old-fashioned?
Let me tell you, they ain't no protecting. Tom Brady could not make it in the AAF.
No.
Why, somebody lose their checkbook?
Well, the part of the deal is all players are paid the same. They're all paid a base salary. And then they're paid on performance of each game.
Okay.
So you get so much for solo tackles, so much for assist, so much for interception, so much for completion, so much. And that's how they're paid. Pretty nice deal.
Oh, big
but
darn.
very few penalties. They let them play football.
I have to admit, the one that I don't like is the pass interference call. And I know we have the discrepancy with New Orleans and that one call out there. But if that quarterback's throwing that ball and his receiver's down there, if I can find a 2-4 to trip him, I'm going to knock him down so he don't have to catch the ball.
Yeah, let it.
But
you want to rehash the New Orleans deal, but
it's over. Move on.
It's over, but here's what it boils down to. Which is worse, the pass interference or the helmet-to-helmet contact?
Yeah.
And they missed them both. That kind of throws you off a little bit.
How would that new league handle that, though?
I don't know how they would handle it, but I can tell you that there were some pretty nice hits in that. Some of the prima donnas from the NFL could not make it over there. And a lot of these players that are playing in the AAF are practice team players from the NFL, or they're college people that have been out of college a year or two that have come back, decided to play, and it worked. It was pretty nice.
tough.
Well, I wonder how that would happen, how it would work if you went all the way across major sports. You got some Major League Baseball players pulling $100,000 a game that come up with 3 errors and a batting average less than their hat size. I think it'd be beneficial. And
well, it sure would bring the crowd back into the game.
Yeah.
I've got a son of mine that lives down in Florida, and he's not blood, but he was adopted. We adopted him when he was 2, and he took his little one to the ball game, and he said it was affordable. We could sit there and have a hot dog and drink a soda and
football game
and buy the tickets. Yeah, they went and watched. It's the Orlando Apollos. There's only 8 teams in this league right now. And you come out of there for $30.
Are you kidding?
Tickets and all.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
We were at Busch Stadium one time. I bought 6 hot dogs, a lemonade, and 5 Cokes. Cost me $47.50.
Yeah. You go watch the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Tina and I took the boys down there. Well, we took all the kids down there. And the boys were the only ones who wanted to go to the ball game. So 4 tickets, parking pass, hot dog apiece, soda apiece, $150.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't count the tickets.
Yeah.
And it doesn't count the parking pass.
Shoot, it cost me $300 just to sit on the bleachers at Busch Stadium.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's nuts.
But that's the bleachers.
Both Mountain Home Bomber boys and girls basketball teams were victorious Friday night against Paragould. It was a wild and crazy. It was a good game. Both games were very good. Fun to watch. We've had wrestling. We want to talk a little bit of. Let's talk club wrestling before the break, and then after Mr. Chetnik's done, we'll talk high school wrestling.
Okay. The youth, we only had a small group. We only had 5 kids that went to the youth tournament because of some situation with some coaching staff not being here. We weren't able to do the full team, but we went down to the Missouri State University, the Eagles Lair tournament. And it's a pretty good tournament. About 400 kids show up, and it's a pretty tough tournament. And we had some kids place. In 6th place was Elijah Lag at 14 and under 165. 4th place was Damian Pendergrass. He was 14 and under 125. 3rd place was Kalen Fraunfelter, 10 and under 130. And then in 1st place, we had 2 of them. Hayden Walters, 12 and under 110. And Austin Callie's 14 and under 125. So they had a good showing, and it's coming up this Saturday is our youth state.
16th?
And it'll be in Russellville.
in Russellville.
Done at Tech.
And it'll be that'll be a big tournament.
How many kids you think will be in that?
I know there's over 400 last time I talked to them.
How many mats?
And that's just
6,
from
5 mats.
They're liable to run 6 or 8. Yeah, they'll be running quite a few for.
Is it
get
2 days?
it all done. Nope, get it done in one day.
All done on Saturday.
It'll be a long day, but it'll be all done in one day.
Wow.
On this Saturday.
10-hour day.
Yep. And it'll be for the state champions. I mean, that's what you work for right there.
This is all the marbles right here.
Yep.
How many kids will you all take? How many kids
We're
do the Flyers take?
17.
Taking 17 to state?
Yep.
Is there qualifications you got to meet to get there?
Not in Arkansas as of yet. Up in Missouri you do. Up there you'd have sectionals and regionals and stuff to do. But in Arkansas, being it is still a little smaller, they're able to allow anybody that wants
Just
to
sign
try
up,
it.
pay the fee, and come
Yep,
on.
come on. But now as they grow and as it's getting bigger, they're going to have to do something different. So it's not a 2-day tournament.
In some places, you have to wrestle so many tournaments and gain so many points before you're eligible to meet a league state. That's probably what they'll go to first before they go to regionals and sectionals and all that stuff.
I think so. They'll put qualifications that you had to play so many. And
you've had to compete in so many, and you've had to gain so many points.
Yeah.
Yeah, placed first, second, third in so many. Yeah, cool.
So it should be a good one.
And that starts at what time down in Russellville?
It'll start at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Start at 9 o'clock. You guys will go out Friday night, I'm sure?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because weigh-ins will be Friday night or early Saturday morning. So get them weighed in, get them fed, get them to bed early.
Good deal. Take us to break. We'll come back with the Mountain Home High School band director, Tom Chetnik. We're going to talk about the band's successes of the season and some fundraisers they got coming up.
Sounds good.
All right. Be right back.
Why would I recommend Hospice the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
When you need
concentration, not constipation. There you go. Way to go, Scooter. Hey, we're back live. We've got Mr. Tom Chetnik, the Mountain Home High School band director, and you're over all the bands, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got 4 directors on staff, and I kind of over all of them, but we all work together. at all 3 of the schools.
Well, let's go all the way back down to the 7th grade. That's where band actually starts in school, correct?
So we start in 6th grade.
Oh, in 6th grade.
Like instrument classes, and then 7th grade they're divided into a woodwind class, brass percussion. Then 8th grade is the first time they do marching, and the first time that they're actually all together in the band class, 8th, 9th, and high school.
So who's the 7th grade director now?
This year we have 2 new staff members. Vorty Mathis, he graduated from the University of Arkansas. He's our middle school director, and then Stephen Mitchell is our 9th grade director and assistant high school.
Okay.
So we have 2 new guys, and
then when you get into the 8th grade is
8th grade is my wife, Jill Chetnik.
Still,
and then
still your wife or still the director?
Wife,
there you
still
go.
The director, both.
Hey.
And then I do the high school, of course, and then Stefan comes over, helps with high school, and Vorty, when he's done with middle school, he's able to come to part of the high school rehearsal.
So is the 8th and 9th together, or are they separate?
So they meet in 2 separate periods. For the marching band, for the ball games and parades, they combine. But this time of year, getting ready, of course, for the Christmas concert, and then getting ready for our upcoming concert March 5th, they're in the separate groups.
Okay. So that takes care of 8th, and then when you get into 10th grade, that's all you?
Yeah, 10 through 12 is all one class. So, yep, I have those.
How long have you been doing that?
So what is this? I think I'm 26, 27 years. I've been in Mountain Home since 2002. That's hard to believe because my daughter was 2 when we moved here, and she's in her 2nd semester of college.
Oh my goodness!
So time flies.
Is she a music major?
No, she's actually majoring in nursing. She is in the band though, and in the pep band down there.
Well,
so
good.
She's having fun with that and gets some money doing that. But she's majoring in nursing. So.
Good deal. You know, when I post this on Facebook, a lot of people say, "Well, band's not a sport." Try it. You know, that's all. My only comment to that is, try it. Both of my girls were in the band when Mr. Nelson was here, and it's plain and simple. Those kids work hard to put on the show that they do at halftime, and it takes a lot of wrong word. It's hard to go from the hospital to Guy Berry if you're not in condition to make that walk in a hot summer day. Just try it.
Yeah, it is work. And even like, watch the Razorback band. Those kids on a game day, they're up at having rehearsal at 8 in the morning, and then they go out and they do that pregame. They're doing all that high step stuff, and then they play through the whole game. They don't take a third quarter break. They do the halftime performance. They go around even before the game. If you've ever been to a Razorback game,
absolutely.
doing the little pep rallies and stuff.
Yeah, they'll go from section to section.
Yeah, and so it's an exhausting day. And even now, marching band is kind of, it keeps evolving, and I always compare it to, it's like a theater production on the field now. So instead of just marching and playing, now there's a lot of body visual stuff, a lot of ballet and dance things, and other visuals besides just the marching. So I think I told you once they had drum corps, they had hooked a kid up to some kind of heart rate machine as he was going through the show, and I think there was times when his heart rate got to 170 to 180 beats a minute.
Yeah, I went to the high school basketball game on Friday night. My son and his little girl went, and we watched the pep band, and Whit Lawrence was there just carrying on. I mean, this kid, and all she wanted to do was try to emulate what he was doing, and finally she says, "I can't." She's 3. "I can't."
Yeah, I told Whit, I said, "You didn't need to bring the drums," because he was doing so much dancing, but he's got a lot of school spirit. And
it's good to see, and it's kind of a shame that, we've got a big, beautiful facility and a lot of space, and they've got that bleacher set up at the end for the kids, and there's not more kids there than what we see. Don't know if that's normal. This is the first game I've been to this year. Is that the way it always is? But
some guy, this Friday is Sweetheart Royalty, so hopefully there'll be a bigger crowd. I know we were out of school Friday because we had parent-teacher conferences, and so a lot of people may be gone for the weekend. But yeah, it's kids need to get involved and get out there and come to those games and stuff and support the teams. And what else are you going to do in Mountain Home on a Friday night? Come out and support the Bombers. It was a great games. That girls game.
Man, the boys game goes into overtime. I mean, it's pretty wild.
The girls was like a chess match back and forth. It was like for a while there. It was like almost halftime. It was like 11-9 or something.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. I want to talk about the size of your pep band. You've got the corner, I guess that's the northeast corner of the gym, and you've got your pep band there. Is that something, I know it's been going on for quite a while, but is it something still relatively new? Or?
Well, no, we've always played. So now, we start basketball, they start in November, December, and we were unable. They asked us to play at some of those games, but it's hard because we get done with marching season. We're getting ready for the Christmas parade. We're getting ready for Christmas concert. We have all-region jazz and jazz clinic and kids, lots of stuff going on that time of year. So usually when we come back in January, we play for all the home conference games. We've had 5 so far. We got 2 more. We got one this Friday and one next Friday. So we've played at 7 of the games. It was funny because there was one Friday in January, and then it was all Tuesdays, and then this month it's all Fridays. Now I think next year that schedule will flip around because of the home and away thing.
Right.
But and we have, that's about the size group we have. Some nights a little smaller, some nights a little larger. I let the kids choose which ones based on their schedule that they want to attend.
Sure.
And so we had about 35 or 40 out there on Friday night.
How big is your band overall, high school wise?
We're right at about 100, 10 through 12. So, and then probably about 430 to 450 overall, 6 through 12.
Now, if you're in the band, is it mandatory that if you're in the band you will march and you will do concert, or can they opt out of the marching side?
Typically 99.9% of them will do the whole year they do marching, and obviously some kids, if they're unable to march physically, because you're talking about some of the physical things with that, they maybe have a different role where they're on the sideline. We have more instruments now on the sideline.
They still call it the pit.
The pit, or the front ensemble is the
ninjas in the pit.
The ninjas, and because there's lots of props and there's lots of electronic things now. We had an electronic.
Absolutely, I noticed that during football season.
MIDI thing, and so you play it, and the sound effects that go along, and that's kind of a new trend. And so lots of ways for students to participate. But yes, typically they sign up and they're in it for all year.
When do you pick your halftime show?
So
have you already got next year's halftime show?
We're already in the process of that, and that's changed too, because you want to get your music before someone else gets it, because a lot of these shows are exclusive now, and that's good. So I don't go to Little Rock or go to some competition and 5 other bands are playing the same stuff. The other thing that has changed is people want their fees, so we have to pay copyright fees in order to perform the music that we're doing. So
I remember some years past that we'd go over to Siloam and watch the band perform, and undoubtedly a lower class, that doesn't sound right, lower classification school would be playing the same. The routine on the field may be different, but the music is the same, like it from Harrison.
Right.
Or you pick up a Siloam Springs. Of course, back then the Siloam Springs wasn't as large as it is now. In Mountain Home, they'd have the same music, and you go like, "Did we just hear this?" Of course, things have evolved. Like you said, there's a lot more electronics, a lot more visual aid. I remember back in those days that there wasn't a lot of extra stuff on the field. It was just the student that's marching and doing their thing, and not a lot of stuff to hide behind.
Yeah, and that's funny because we just got a new trailer, but trying to figure out what we have and getting it in the trailer in a 26-foot U-Haul truck is always interesting to get everything, all the instruments and uniforms and props and electronics. And
so you've got some fundraisers coming up. What's happening?
Yep, so we're actually taking a trip this November. We're going to be participating in the Thanksgiving Day Parade of Bands at Walt Disney World in Orlando. And so we will be participating with 5 or 6 other schools from around the country. It's along with the Pinnacle Brass, and so we perform movie music and Disney music and patriotic music. And so that's going to be exciting. Kids get to have Thanksgiving dinner at Epcot there at Walt Disney World. So we're raising money for that trip. We're going to be doing cheesecake sale. We're supposed to kick it off a couple weeks ago, but because of the flu, we were unable to. So next week on Thursday the 21st, we're going to kick off cheesecake. I think we've got 6 different varieties. I think the price range is around $20. They're really good, and they've got all the stuff on the brochure. There's none of that, no high fructose lactose corn syrup or no that
all the stuff that's not good for you, but you really like.
Yeah, all the stuff, but they still taste really good. And so this is the first time we've done this sale, so we're curious to see how that works. But I know Cotter's done it and Flippin and other schools and have been real successful. So we're looking forward to doing this on the 21st. And then May 11th, we're actually going to, because we had to move this sale, we moved our pancake breakfast because we want to try to sell cheesecakes and pancake tickets. So Saturday, May the 11th, that's Mother's Day weekend, we're going to have the pancake. We're actually doing it on a Saturday this year. So we're going to have a breakfast over at the high school. And then we're also doing a rummage sale. We did that a couple years ago. It was real successful. So we had 50, 60 families, band kids set up there in the gym, and we had one central checkout location. So that'll be coming up. So we got some planning to do.
You're
for that.
taking donations from the city for that rummage sale, or just band? Like somebody wanted to give you something to sell at that sale?
Oh, we'll take anything. I remember last time when John Redding was here, Integrity First Bank had given us some furniture they were getting rid of, and so we had that, and we were able to sell some of that furniture. We kept some of it because it was some pretty good stuff. But that's our two big things, the cheesecake sale coming up, and then the rummage sale and the pancake breakfast.
Okay, what else was there? Was something else we had?
Those cheese, I've got some of those from the cheesecakes from Flippin.
Yes,
they're good. I've done that 2 or 3 times.
So I know they do theirs in the fall, and so we're gonna do it in the spring. So yeah, that's one of those things you eat and you need another one, right?
Yeah, they're really good.
How long will you be in Orlando?
So we'll be the whole week of Thanksgiving. So we're actually going to go to all 4 of the parks. The other thing that we're doing this year, in addition to that performance, it is live streamed. We're going to do a clinic. It's called Your Instrumental, and I've talked to, of course, the travel company always tells you this is a great thing, but I talked to people that I know that have done this, and you go into a live recording studio, a Disney recording studio, and you have you're making a track of Disney music. You're the group, and so they put your music that you're playing with the movie clip, and they say it's just a fascinating experience, and the whole approach that it's funny. Darnell Band director, a friend of mine, told me he went down there, they played, and it wasn't too good, and then he told the guys, time is money when you're on doing a recording session and you have an hour to cut this track. And he's like, how come you didn't play it like that the first time, like you're supposed to? And then he said all of a sudden you see the kids kind of sitting up a little taller and focusing a little bit better, and they do it again, it's a lot better. But he says it's really an amazing thing, and at the end you get to watch the video of the movie clips with your group performing. And they've also filmed the kids during the session, and so we've not done anything like that before, so it's going to be a neat educational opportunity for the kids.
How did you finish up your marching season?
So we were real successful. This is a crazy fall because it seemed like every Friday night it was either rain or something. I think we had one decent weather game, but I think we placed 6th in state out of 16 6As, and then we had at Branson, we did really well. We won pretty much everything in our class. We won 2nd overall, but it got rained out before finals, so we were unable to finish that one. We placed in the top 10 at the Ozark marching contest. So we had a great year. It was a fun year, and it was funny because it was like the first time ever that I had every student at every competition. Usually there's something, they have some other school event to go to, or even sickness, illness, but everyone was there at every single performance for the competitions.
How about your concert band? How did they fare?
We're getting ready to, we got the Dale Warren coming from the University of Arkansas today to work with the kids. We've got a concert coming up, I guess was about 3 weeks, on March the 5th. We'll be in Dunbar Auditorium at 7 o'clock. Our 8th and 9th grade bands are going to perform along with the high school. We're going to be doing our concert contest music. And then on March 7th, we're actually hosting the competition here. They're doing 2 days in Bentonville, and then we will host kind of the eastern part of our region. So it'll be the 8th and 9th and high school groups from Mountain Home, Flippin, Yellville, Cotter, Harrison, Valley Springs, Bergman, Green Forest, kind of the schools, I guess kind of from Berryville east. We'll be coming to Mountain Home on that Thursday. That'll probably start around 3:30, 4 o'clock and run till about 8 or 9. So we'll have 2 nights that week, the 5th and the 7th, that people are invited to come out free of charge to watch our band and watch some other bands too.
Do you still bring the Dallas Brass up?
So it's been a couple years that we've had them. We try to do it every few years so that those kids that have seen them in middle school get the opportunity in high school. So it's been a couple years. We're probably getting close in the next year or so. We are trying to do. We started that Harmony Bridge program, which has started from Dallas Brass to go out into nursing homes and to perform for people and for the kids to interact. And And of course, was trying to switch directors and stuff, and we're trying to get that off the ground again. They have some new books that they've sent out and some new music, and so that's something that we're working on that's been in conjunction with the Dallas Brass. But yeah, it's about time to bring them back. It's always a lot of fun. Last time we did a Christmas concert. Usually we've done one in the spring, and they're a lot of fun, and it's just fun to get a professional group here for those kids to get to hear them and see them, and then to get to perform with them.
What do you think the trend is, Tom? Do you think the band is staying about the same size, getting a little bigger, falling off? What do you think?
I think we're holding steady. I think there's kind of an ebb and flow with the different years with beginners. It gets tricky every year. It seems like all the time we're adding more and more stuff to the state says you got to do this and you got to do that. And we're adding more stuff to the curriculum. Kids have the opportunity now. I mean, now they can not be in school because they have work, so they have work study. So they get some time off during the day because they work in the evening or different times of the day. Or now with kids can do stuff on the computer. They can take classes on the computer and stuff. A lot of that stuff has changed. And so it's like in our day, it was like you were at school from 8 till 3:10.
Yeah, you had a work study program. Hay was in the field and had to be picked up.
That's
right. By golly, you just missed school that day.
So, but there's a lot of and a lot of great programs, a lot of things. But we're still holding strong and still keeping the tradition going.
Let's go back to your Disney trip for a minute. What does it cost a student to go to that?
So last time we went, it was in about the $850-900 range. This one's coming in about $1,000 a kid because it's we're doing the 5 nights hotel and all the meals. What we always try to do with these trips too is everything's included. So if a student didn't have a dime to their name when they left, we know they're going to eat every day. They're getting to do that performance. This is the first time I've been on a trip. We're actually going to go to all 4 Disney parks over that time. And there's, of course, it's funny how trips evolve. My first trip, it was like a big thing because you could call the other bus and talk to other chaperones, and then the next one you could, you could text one another, and then the next one there's all these apps. Now we have this apps and stuff. So there's a trip app where kids can upload all their photos, and we can get everybody else's photos. They can turn that on, and you can track and know exactly where the students are. I mean, it's just amazing now, the technology.
How many chaperones will you have to take with you?
Oh, we'll probably have 15 or 20 chaperones that go with us, and of course all the directors. So, but we're using Bob Rogers Travel Company. They specialize in taking school groups and stuff. So I always like to go with companies like that know how to move large groups, and they have a lot of experience, and it just makes it a lot easier for us.
You'll bust down.
We'll bust down Mountain Home Charter, and we even have security guards at night and stuff when the kids are in the room, so that way we can kind of enjoy the trip a little bit more. So I know I always tell the horror story of I guess it was Fort Smith Southside several years ago. Remember when they were trying to go to Hawaii? There's another school I think in Kansas, and some guy was not affiliated with the company, had kind of took some money, and it took them a while to find that guy. And
didn't work out well.
Now he's in prison, yes.
Yeah.
And they didn't get their money back either. So, and it's interesting because I met that guy because someone said, "You need to go to Hawaii with this guy," and I'm like, "Nah, I think I'm good."
Yeah, we'll take the 0. We'll pass on that.
We'll pass on that one.
So, if somebody wants to make a donation of a product or some kind of wares to the rummage sale to get a hold of you, how?
The high school number is 425-1215. So that's the main office. We have a new phone system now, so it's nice they're able to transfer to my phone, and I can get voicemail. Never been able to do that before. So we're going
technology.
Technology, yes, is great. We got the Wi-Fi is boosted up there at the school, so you can use your devices, and lots of great things now with the technology.
Is there an account set up at one of the local banks for this trip that somebody can just make an anonymous donation to?
We do not. We do have, our accounts are at First Security Bank is where our band booster account is. They could also call the school. We have an activity account there at the school. So if they wanted to make a donation, they could just do it there at the school. It would probably be the best way. So.
Good deal. Anything you want to cover before we go to a break?
No, we had 26 kids from high school made all-region band, and we had 16 from junior high. I had 10 try out for all-state. We're taking 5 of them this week. Got 3 in the first band, so this is all competitive auditions. So the kids work up this music specific for their instrument. They learn scales. They have to sight read music they've not seen. So we had a really good showing this year at all-region.
Where will that be at?
So we went to Bentonville for the clinic and concerts. This week, Wednesday after school, we're heading to Hot Springs Convention Center. So it'll be all the choir, band, orchestra from around the state, and it's the Arkansas Music Conference. Lots of clinics for directors to attend. The kids will rehearse. They've got different directors and clinicians coming from all over the country, and then Saturday afternoon at the convention center they put on the concert. So got that coming up, and then like I mentioned, in 3 weeks we got the concerts May 5th and 7th, and then of course in May we'll have our end of the year concerts. That's always a lot of fun when the kids get to play Stars and Stripes.
Good deal
for the seniors.
Hey Tom, we appreciate you coming out, and thank you for all that you're doing for the kids.
Well, thanks for having me here.
We'll have you back again maybe a little bit closer to your trip.
All right, very good. Thanks.
All right, take us away.
And comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Gray's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today. Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Aerobic.
Rawhide.
Yeah, people don't even want to know.
No, they don't. They don't. No, we need to move on.
Rawhide.
The things that happen behind the scenes.
You want some NCAA basketball?
Nope. We're going to talk Mountain Home High School conference match wrestling.
There you go. I actually wrote this down to kind of help you out, so you didn't have to. I gave you all the stats on.
Yeah, I got all the stats there.
But that kind of the bottom part of it.
Yeah. So in the high school 126 class, Joseph Piersky took fourth, and Harry Walters took fourth. These are all fourth places. Harry Walters in the 132, Samuel Alvarez in the 145, Lawson Stockton in the 152, and Brandon Wheat in the 170. This was the conference meet down in
Searcy.
Searcy.
They held it in Searcy this year.
Which was held Friday and Saturday, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
But they wrestled mainly on Saturday.
On Saturday.
They didn't wrestle.
They went down
on Friday.
Yeah. Third place. We only had one third-place finisher, which was Lance Lee in the 120s. And then we had two conference champions, which was Isaac Brunet in the 138 and Aiden Ritchie in the 220. That's a pretty good feat, considering how good that conference is overall.
I agree. Like we talked about before, we have a few returning kids, but we were pretty young this year, and to see a lot of them place and do real good in the conferences, it's a big feat. And these kids did not place in the conference meet, but they did participate in 160, Joe DeLag, 182, Gage Hurstberger, 195, Aaron Talbert,
And in 285, Jackson Jones. Jackson hadn't been wrestling all year, has he?
No, he was kind of a late sign-up. We had a blank spot in the heavyweight, the 285.
Because he's more of a baseball player.
Yep. They talked him into coming back on, and he's doing a good job. He is.
So what's next for the Bomber wrestling team?
They are off this weekend for the high school, and then next weekend will be their state. So this was a good placement for where they're going to be.
Are they going to try to pull up a match for senior night?
I don't know. I have not heard. I know we tried last week to pull one back in, and we were not successful. I have not heard if we're going to attempt to do something else.
So it looks like the 285, Jackson Jones went 2 and 2. Is that right?
Yep.
Which is pretty good considering this is probably the only match he's wrestled in all season. I don't think he wrestled Jonesboro.
I don't think he's been in a match this season at all.
Pretty exciting. What is these parentheses? 22 and 5. What is that?
Their record for the season?
For the season.
Yeah.
Okay. Aiden Ritchie went 22 and 5 overall for the whole season. That's pretty dang good.
That's a high percentage.
Aaron
Talbot, conference too.
And to win the conference.
Yeah.
Aaron Talbot 3 and 17. Gage Hirschberger 3 and 18.
88%.
Brandon Wheat 11 for 17. 11 and 17. Joda Lag 12 and 13. Lawson Stockton 10 and 17. Samuel Alvarez 5 and 14. Isaac Brunei 9 and 6. He's a senior this year. He plans on wrestling somewhere in college, is what he says. Think that'll work?
I think he could do good. I really do.
Harry Walters 11 and 11. And Joseph Piersky 7 from 19. Who else we got here that I'm missing? Lance Lee, 12 and 17. Overall, being as young as they are, these kids have a good season.
They've done really well. We knew this year going into it that the team meets where you're going with team points, we probably wouldn't be overly successful being as young as we are.
Too many voids, too.
Yeah, too many voids and a lot of new kids. But we knew individually we had some kids that were destined to place. I mean, they really wanted it. They've worked hard. They put a lot of time and effort in. And to see it pull off in conference, and that's really cool feat.
Now, I know that in the youth side, you've got their state this coming weekend.
Yes.
And then the high school state will be the weekend of the 22nd, 23rd. And it is going to be at
Little Rock.
At, what's the guy's name? What's the name of the stadium they do it at?
I'm not sure on that one, to be honest with you. I'd have to look that up. I think I got a sheet on it, though.
Okay. Will any of the high school wrestlers get an opportunity to go to like the Missouri Nationals or the Adidas Nationals?
The Adidas Nationals, they do have a high school day on one day, and then the youth day is on the next. So
will Isaac go to that, do you know?
If he chooses to, it will be open to him, yes.
So they'll have that option.
I got a feeling we'll have a few of our high school kids that will be attending.
That'll be awesome. Be a good experience for them. It'll be something they have never seen, something of that caliber and size.
It'll be tough. It really will be.
I hate to interrupt the sports stuff real quick. We just had a flash flood warning issued from Horseshoe Bend to Hardy to Pocahontas. If you're going through Hardy from here to Hardy right now, Highway 175, Sharp County, high water is closed, both lanes. We do have some flooding conditions between here and Horseshoe Bend and Hardy and Pocahontas, Walnut Ridge, Newport, Jonesboro, affecting interstates 555, 55, Highway 67, 167. Of course, it's going to affect Highway 5 and over around Horseshoe Bend, Hardy, and Ash Flat. So right now, this just popped up on I-Drive Arkansas. Sharp County, high water. Both lanes are closed on Highway 175. And just be careful if you're going east of here. This watch box right here just now popped up. I'm sorry, I had to interrupt real quick in case folks are traveling east.
My goodness.
Can you imagine?
Imagine a day like today, having a little water out there.
Having a little water issues.
Yep.
But they'll be working hard. They'll be training hard between now and state to try to, hopefully, a couple of them want to pull off an upset, and I'd like to see it.
it'd be nice if they could actually pull in another match between now and state just to keep keep it on their mind. There's no week lag. It's better to go in a football championship. I'd always rather play straight through instead of having that off time, because you get out of sync and it makes it tough. But
I agree. We're out of time.
Yep, we better wrap it up. Once again, traveling east from Mountain Home over around Sharp, Fulton counties, Independence County, flood watch, flood warnings. Be careful going east. Wraps it up for today. Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.